ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Altered Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
Thank you, Michael Buffer. How are you doing tonight?
Let's get ready to rumble!
What are we rumbling to tonight?
I don't know. I think I just got sued.
Probably, but that's okay because...
But it was an impersonation. It wasn't his actual voice.
I thought it was actually him, like in a recording. It sounded like him.
Nope.
I was fooled.
Many people are. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this, of course, is the Thursday Night Hangout. I, of course, am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the prolific comer himself,
Zealeus. Or so I'm told. I can lose track of these things, though.
Indubitably. I do as well, sir. I do, could you...
Oh! Well, that was very sad.
I know. I'm greatly saddened by this fact that
You majorly party fouled. Oh, no, you've screwed up life. So Charlie's been doing this concoction for years upon decades.
I got distracted because I'm like, shit, where's my straw? And I was like, oh.
Totally messed up the pour.
It was in that cup that Zealeus just took upstairs, and then I wasn't paying attention to the level of the Mountain Dew, and by the time I recovered, the level of Mountain Dew was out of control, man.
Oh, it was out of control. It was out of this house, man. It almost like flooded. I almost had to go get a mop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Altered Confusion Thursday Night Hangouts is a show for the audience, by the audience, and it's all about the topics you bring forward.
And of course, about Mountain Dew that Charlie spills.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the first thing is we did have a fan who talked to me earlier today who unfortunately is currently doing his own show talking about cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And his question, of course, is revolving around cryptocurrency, and that is, of course, well, his show is actually about the efficacy of cryptocurrency, but let's just get it out there. Zealeus, do you still have any money in the cryptocurrency market?
Yes, I have. Wait, I don't mind actually telling people this because it's not enough to really matter.
You just give it to me.
Well, no, I'm going to keep it. It's my nest
you can
egg.
just give it to me.
Shut up. Let's hear. I currently have... Ooh, it keeps going down.
Yeah, I know.
$183.53.
Fantastic.
Now, it's not like I started out... So, I did invest money, obviously, because I have X amount of money in cryptocurrency. My thing is, though, is when I put my money into the cryptocurrency, it was enough where I'm like, you know what? If I put X amount of money into, let's just say Bitcoin. It's not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin in general.
Yep.
It's enough where it's basically a bad night at the table, like playing cards at the casino. It's enough where if I lose it, it really doesn't affect my bottom line. And if it just so happens that it increases in, net worth, great, it's just a net win. Now, I happen to pick like the worst possible time in the history of Bitcoin to invest. Like, it's been going up, 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 up. Literally, like, I invested it and it killed the Bitcoin market. I don't know what happened. I screwed it up.
Facebook stopped doing Bitcoin ads.
Yeah. So I just picked a terrible time, but it's like, at this point, it really does me no good to pull out because I'm like, we'll just ride it and see what happens. Because like I said, the amount I have, obviously I don't just throw away cash, but it's, like I said, that's kind of how I look at it. It's not like...
What do you have the money in?
I have it in everything. I have it in Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin.
Dear Jesus.
So it's basically the 4 different ones you can do with Coinbase is what it is. Is why
I have $322, and I've got it all in Ethereum and Litecoin.
Yeah, because right what I did is when Ethereum was like the next big thing, and it was for a while, but basically, I mean, all of the cryptocurrencies have taken a hit really since they were taking out of the advertisements. And just, they've hit them all. And of course, you also have like power companies.
Holy crap, it's WAC 47!
Whoa!
From Vietnam! You got a wife yet? Gotta ask.
Oh, that was terrible.
No! I have to ask. Anyways, but okay, so cryptocurrency.
And, then you got power utility companies who are kind of ticked off at the whole crypto craze because it's like killing the power grid in some countries, especially during summer, because people are trying to mine, which takes a whole freaking lot of power, and then you got all the AC and stuff hitting up the market. And so that's part of cryptocurrency, is it requires power. And that's how you look at the miners, is it used to be where the crypto coins that you can mine was worth it because of the value you got, even considering the cost of electricity. That's not quite the case as much anymore.
Well, with all this, with all of the removal of advertisement, you're definitely seeing that I don't know, like some of like the video game card prices are starting to drop a little bit because, you know, there's not this, I mean, there's still a rush, but the rush is kind of slowed because there's not getting enough, you know, as much spotlight or love.
Well, it's crazy. You look at the GTX 1060, which came out, what, like 2 years ago? And like the price now is still higher than when it originally was released. Because it was like they released that in the 480s by NVIDIA, or AMD, sorry, right before the craze. I mean, it always kind of been there. But right when like the 1060 and 480 were released, like a couple months after that is when the bubble just started to go crazy. And so if you got into the video cards like this first couple months, you got a great deal. But if you just got unlucky, because nobody could have predicted this,
right?
Once that happened, that's when the market went to hell for our video cards.
Okay, so I don't know, and I'm going to ask you, honestly, I don't know the answer to this, and I think Zealeus might. So when it comes to graphics cards, okay, so when you go to like, when you buy the graphics card separately, of course, it's going to be an astronomical cost.
Yes.
However, is the astronomical cost applied to when you build, like, you know, a machine through Dell or something like that?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question.
I don't know it either.
Because I don't look at.
I would be very interested.
I would imagine so. Well, actually, it depends because here's kind of going back in that.
They'll have a inventory, right?
Well, I'm sure their inventory is gone, but like AMD and NVIDIA, so let's just say the MSRP on the 1060 was probably around $250, right? If NVIDIA is still selling the graphics cards to their vendors, you remember NVIDIA doesn't sell graphics cards.
Right.
It's, you know, Gigabyte and Acer and all of them. They're the ones who actually sell it.
Right.
So NVIDIA is still selling over $250 a pop to them. It's then the third party like a Gigabyte who then upsells it to $350.
Right, because they know the demand.
Exactly. So in that regard, it may be that Dell does have some kind of deal to make that work. Like, you know, if you want to buy like the Alienware, because isn't it Dell owns the Alienware?
Yes, they do.
So if you want to buy the Alienware, it's very possible. But that's a good question. I've never really looked at that. Hey, Nudge.
Nudge! I made a song up for Nudge today, and you missed it if you didn't tune into my IRL stream.
And Nudge, you also missed Charlie's beautiful body. He took off his shirt for you.
I blinded the camera because I had to switch shirts on camera.
Which one, Nudge? There's
she's pointing at herself. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, okay, so hopefully video card prices go. Thank you, Nudge. Okay, so video cards. I would love for cryptocurrency to continue to take off. Hopefully, not at the cost of video cards going bananas. But of course, one of the other big topics or big things that's been happening at the beginning of this week has to be E3, which I don't know why I went 3 and then dropped my hands because that was kind of backwards. But anyways, E3. E3, of course, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. Or Entertainment Electronic, whatever.
tripled.
There's 3 E's in there somewhere. There's an electronic, there's an expo, and there's entertainment.
E squared plus
E3!
1.
Hello, Elder Scrolls 6 Sandgrizas in the house!
Don't you just mean ESO?
Okay, so let's start this off right. Fallout, the next Fallout being online only. Screw that shit.
So here's the funny thing.
Screw that shit!
That's why I jokingly said Elder Scrolls 6 is ESO. Because Bethesda sees it. So here's what I see about why they chose to go online only. I know there's the whole stuff about, piracy, etc., all that. I think it's one thing and one thing only why they're going online only.
Why?
Mods. They want a cut of the mods pie. And they tried it before, and it failed epically and blew up in their face.
Well, that was what was that? That was
it was Elder Scrolls or Skyrim.
It was. Okay, yeah.
But now, but still, the big thing, I mean, both Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, whichever one, and Fallout are heavily moddable. That's always been the thing, is mods. Mm-hmm. But now, by having an online only, is now Bethesda can say you cannot use mods unless they're approved by us because it's an online game. And so now, it means that Bethesda can get a cut of mods.
We have to set up the marketplace.
Oh, they're going to. They're going to. That's why they're doing it.
But okay. No, that's not why they put it online.
I absolutely believe that is.
No, they put, okay.
Because they see all the people are making mods.
It doesn't, it's not.
And they feel like they're stealing their money.
It's not. You can have mods and not have online always. You can have mods without online. They're doing it because this is the push from all the AAA publishers. They want the game to no longer be a product, but a service.
Where they can sell mods.
Dictating, you can sell mods without having to be online always.
They tried that and it didn't work.
Because they did that shit randomly when mods, they had already given people mods. They're like, and they put an arbitrary price tag, which they allowed the users to institute, and everyone's going, "Wah!"
I'm not saying they did a good job the first time around. I'm saying that's why they're doing it.
No, that has nothing to do with it. They just want every AAA title, a publisher wants the game to no longer be a product, but a service. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with fucking mods. You could do mods without having to be online always.
What they tried!
Anyways.
Obviously, we disagree, if you couldn't tell.
All right.
But yes, I agree. It's total like. But that is. See, they should might as well at that point though. They should just call it.
Fallout Online.
Yes, thank you. They should just call FAO. FAO shorts. Yeah, but yeah, they should just call
Fancy Assholes Online.
But yes, they should just call it Fallout Online because that's what it is now. No, supposedly.
Wait, Fallout Online would be FOO, not FAO. Where did you get the A?
FAO shorts. I don't know. But supposedly, the producers say that
Nuke this bitch!
At some point, there will be a single-player version of Fallout.
But you have to be online. Okay, which is kind of ironic because one of the other games that has been shown on E3 has been Cyberpunk 2077, which was actually announced, I think back in like 2012, 2013, and kind of went dormant. Of course, the team behind it is the individuals behind Witcher 3, which was it? Oh, God, I can't remember. It's CD Red Project. Whatever.
Red Key.
Red Project, Red CD Project.
I know.
Whatever it is. Anyways, so they were like, oh, we're going to put the multiplayer out there. And they said, F it, we're going to put the single player out, we'll put the multiplayer in later. Okay, so Nudge.
Hardcore real life.
Okay, so Nudge, let's go back on a couple things that Nudge has said because we just need to get this out of the way, okay?
Do we?
Yes,
need to?
Yes, we do. So Nudge said, I have to say this. She thought that Halo 5 ended awesome. No, it didn't. The reason behind that is because
she said Halo 6, by the way, not Halo 5.
No, I know. She fixed it, dumbass. If you read the chat room before you before you speak,
I'm reading the line that you just read.
Think before you speak.
Why start now?
Jesus, oh my. Okay, so anyways, in Halo 5, all of the commercials have Master Chief running down, it looks like maybe an Italian city street, and you've got all these like tentacles popping up. That shit never happened. Never happened. Never happened. So I can't say that the ending was great because the ending was like, wait, what? It was basically the original Berserk. Now I have come to realize that there has been an additional Berserk which apparently people have panned, sorry, it's an anime, because the graphics are absolute shite, but actually gives you a better overall story. All right, so with that being said, let's see here. Let's see what Halo has.
She wants Hello Kitty 5.
No. Hey, seriously, if anyone wants Halo, I don't know if it's even still online, but I do have Hello Kitty Island, the online MMO. I could give it to you. I literally have the box, the physical copy of it.
So I think Nudge is really excited about Halo.
Halo, okay, so
it
is very interesting. A lot of people hate Studio 343, 343, which is the studio, the internal Microsoft studio that took over Halo once Bungie jumped away, and of course created the Destiny franchise, and well, yeah. So it's very interesting because you got those people, and I know, the calling the kettle black. There are purists of the Halo Bungie style, and then there are those who just want the continuation of the story and believe that 434 have actually continued the story in a better sense than Bungie did. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the stories. I'm not going to decide, Bungie did it better.
Except for Halo 5.
Oh my God! Okay. Case in point, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to advertise something in a game, in a car, something, it actually has to be there. Oh, look at that. Nudge said, honestly, she likes Bungie better than 434. But Halo 2 was equally frustrating. To this day, I think Halo 2 was probably the most popular Halo, simply because you could land that shit. And LAN, by the way, is local area network, where you can basically just all your things together. Sam says, I don't understand the Battle Royale mode people are talking about. Battle till one man is left? Are 60 other gonna sit? No. All right, so the beautiful thing about Battle Royale is that once you're dead, you can immediately jump into another game. You're out, you don't have to wait around, which is the difference between a deathmatch mode where you have a specific number of lives. Which is, that's Smash Brothers, that's
Quake,
that's, whatever.
Very traditional style.
Very traditional, but Battle Royale, it's literally, you only get one life, and you're probably gonna get kicked in the nuts, and you're gonna die, and as soon as you're dead, you can jump out and jump right back into
Which is a pretty cool concept.
It is. However, it becomes very demoralizing when you're one of the first dumbasses or inexperienced individuals who are constantly, noobs, who are constantly getting knocked out the very first thing, and you immediately have to jump back into another queue.
Do they have any kind of matchmaking in Battle Royale games? Or is
I'm sure there is. However, you still got to remember, the vast majority of Battle Royales is probably 60 to 100 people.
It's a lot.
So it is a ton of people. So I understand there's a shit ton of people playing the game. However, matchmaking, I don't know how strict and how close they're going to put that together.
It can't be so reliable with that many people.
Or rigid. Yeah. To continuously be able to spit out these games at such a fast rate.
That's a lot of people playing.
It is a lot of people playing. And then, like I said, as soon as you're dead, you get to jump into another one. So for matchmaking algorithm, you just got to throw that shit out the window, because there's no way. There is no way. Oh my God. Battlefield 5. Sam?
What's Zealeus that you speak of? Are you talking about Overwatch 2? I don't know what you're talking about, because...
There is no Overwatch 2.
I know. If I just say next Battlefield 5, the closest I play to FPS is currently...
Didn't they screw something up about that?
About what?
Or did they... In Battlefield 5, the one that they removed single player completely from?
I think so, yes.
Dumb.
Is it, though? Do people actually buy it for the single player, besides you?
Well...
When it comes to a first-person shooter, people buy it because of online gameplay. That's just the reality.
So I'm different than the vast majority of people in the world. I like my effing story. I know Zealeus just wants to cut,
would you have purchased,
destroy,
if Battlefield 5 had a 5-hour gameplay single player, would you have bought it?
Wasn't a unique enough experience, or was it recycled?
What was the last first-person shooter you actually purchased at full price that had a single player mission?
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up, because I was like, dude, that's vague. Gears of War 4.
And how long ago was that?
Last year?
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
No, actually, shit, that's not a first person, it's third person.
Well, okay, I'm including him in the same genre.
Yeah. Because it had a fucking storyline. And of course had multiplayer.
Did you play the single player storyline?
That's the only thing I played. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about multiplayer. I really don't. There are a couple exceptions to the rule where I will play multiplayer. Of course, that would be like Paladins, Smite.
I'm going to say you play plenty of online games.
Right. Well, I mean, at the end of the day...
With no storyline.
Okay. Smite. Okay, so Smite and Paladins are like exempted from those things simply because when I started playing with, well, actually, when I started with High Res Studios, I was playing Global Agenda, and I was supporting the local indie.
I was there with you,
and I was there. They did what the fuck is that damn thing called? Tribes. I tried that out for half a second. I'm like, holy shit, this is way too fast. I don't know what's going on. Fuck this shit. And then they came out with Smite, so I supported Smite, and I got into it. And then they came out with Paladins, and I supported Paladins, so I got into it. So that is the exception, simply because I'm trying to support the locals, just like why I jumped into Brawlhalla by Blue Mammoth.
So, with the high-res games, though, did you enjoy the gameplay?
Depends. It depends on the community. The level of toxicity I had to suffer
The overall
through.
experience, was it a net positive or net negative?
I love the mechanics. I think that Smite has way too many fucking characters, but I like the mechanics. I like the idea.
I don't think anybody's going to disagree on that.
But the community, and this is broad. I mean, this happens across, like, it's not just Smite. It's not just Paladins. It's probably not just Overwatch or League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or whatever, Dota or whatever the fuck you're playing. But
Smite is the worst community I've ever played in.
no, it's not.
What was it for you? Okay, on PC only.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, sorry. I'm relegating just to PC. I know consoles. Consoles are a whole different ballgame. On PC only.
You suck your mom's tit. How old are you? 8? Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
Speaking of indie games, y'all played the 17 Survivor game, The Long Dark. I know that game. I have not played it, but people keep telling me about it. Give me my pen, damn it! I got it.
Apparently, Charlie
Oh,
just blames
shit.
you for everything.
Speaking
even
of
if
which,
I didn't do it.
So you gave me I will talk to you afterwards. But it reminded me of something. Okay, so what is it? The Long Dark.
Apparently, I screwed something up that I don't even know that I did.
No, I need clarification on something that happened during MomoCon.
MomoCon.
Anyways, what was I talking about?
Well, Sam Grizzle brought up the 17 Survivor game.
I don't know that one, but Sam, I would love to learn more about it. I've got it on I now have it on this wonderful index card, which is where I put all of my smart, spiffy information.
See, I've always found in the non-competitive games, I'm being very key here, and especially quick fight games, the Overwatch community has always been, to me, very friendly.
See, here's the thing. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, of the internet, of reality and this world and the universe, when something is called casual, you have to understand that there's going to be some stress, some inconsistency, some ineptitude that's going to be built into it. It is never your job to try to belittle individuals who are trying to learn the ropes. If you cannot do that, then play competitively. If you can't cut it, I've got 2 things to say to you, and go choose another game.
Charlie has very strong feelings.
I'm just sick and tired of, look, stop bullying people. When people play casual, they're looking to enjoy the game. Yes.
But by you sucking is making my team terrible, and we're losing because of you, noob.
How? Okay, look, if I'm that bad, pick up the fucking slack. Stop running your mouth and do something about it. If you can't,
then stop feeding, man.
okay, that's the other thing I hate. Like, you're feeding. I'm like, dude, do you know how many deaths you have compared to me? You have 1 more death than I have. Who the fuck is feeding? Well, I gotta save your ass. Then don't. And see what happens. Ah, rage! But seriously, if it's a casual match, suck it up. Okay? Which is one of the reasons why things like Fortnite and PUBG are very popular. Because you don't have to worry about team individuals. You're on your own.
That's very true. There's no team component for people to get pissed off at you.
When you F up, it's because you effed up. It's because one of your team members effed up.
I'm still blaming it on my teammates. It's never my fault.
Okay, look, not everyone is the Shanghai Dragons, okay? Or is it, yeah, Shanghai Dragons.
The ones who always lose? Yes.
Jesus Christ. I feel bad for him. At some point, I'm just like, and the thing is, if you watch, okay, so this is the Overwatch Pro League, the one that's like location locked. At some point, I think you can kind of tell that other teams are kind of just trying to give Shanghai a little bit of leeway, and they fuck it up.
Yeah, you know. It's all about that team's. Well, part of the problem is, like, half the team speaks different languages.
True.
In Overwatch, it's a very team-oriented FPS. I mean, yes, you obviously have to have mechanical
squad. It's squad mechanics.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously have to have mechanical skills and all that, but if you don't have good squad mechanics,
oh, fuck yeah,
you'll get face rolled in that game.
Absolutely.
You have to.
Especially, I mean, I've watched. You know, I've never played Overwatch, but I've watched a couple of. I've watched quite a few matches, and there are certain maps that have bottlenecks.
Oh yes.
And if you fuck that up,
Aminora and Anubis are the two. Like, those are the major bottleneck maps where they're difficult. Yes, especially to break through an offense.
apparently Shanghai just rolls over and plays dead. Anyways, okay, so let's see what else has gone on.
So, are you excited about anything about E3 that they actually said?
So, okay, like, I don't know why they're talking about next-gen consoles. They should shut the F up.
Oh, you're talking about Microsoft?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
2020, bro. You ready for the Xbox 1080?
Okay, so let's see. We got Xbox. We got Xbox 360. We got Xbox One. This next one is going to be like the console formerly known as Xbox.
The Xbox X.
No. It's going to be some weird ass symbol like Prince tried to pull off back in like the 90s. It's to be the console formerly known as Xbox.
What about the Z-Box? Instead of going up in numbers, let's go up in letters.
Let's just go inbox. The Microsoft box.
What about
Oh wait, that's a PC.
box?
Box.
Come
Thoughts on the recent Computex?
I don't know much. I don't know.
Sam, you're gonna have to fill us in
Yeah, I
on
don't know
this.
about the recent Computex.
Sam, you should have told us this beforehand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the beautiful examples of if you have a question for Altered Confusion that seems maybe a slightly vague, if you give it to us way in advance, hopefully more in advance than during
the
showtime,
show,
we'll be able to research it so we can honestly, educationally answer your question. So Sam, fill the gaps in, and while you're doing it, let me say that I was very interested in the Tomb Raider
I saw that, yeah.
trailer that happened because I'm just gonna say, take my money. I love this Tomb Raider reboot. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I never played a Tomb Raider until this reboot.
Same
I never
here.
touched it, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, holy shit, this is good. And then the next one coming out, and I'm like, holy shit, this is good. So as soon as I saw the trailer, I'm like, all right, it's literally Uncharted, but with a chick.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 2014 is amazing. And I've not played Tomb Raider 2, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's great. Computer comfort.
RGB.
Oh, color.
Yeah.
Like red, green, blue, so you can make everything blingy bling.
It's the yeah.
Yes,
basically what all the
Yes, my SSD should have color lighting so that inside, but I know. See, I know how you think about skins. And skins are silly, but think about it. You know inside your computer that your SSD is glowing blue. How badass is that?
cool because I actually see it.
Yes, see?
I could see it, damn it.
There you
Not
go.
like skins in a first-person shooter where I can't see that shit. Anyways,
Have you ever died in a first-person shooter?
do I really want to enjoy my skin after it's got a big-ass bullet hole and blood soaking out of it?
Yes,
No.
I suicide all the time just to see my skin.
I just keep throwing sticky bombs to myself and enjoying my skin flying across the screen.
See? You're catching on.
No. Anyways, so the new Tomb Raider, hell yes. Sign me up. Right. Speaking of, so I was talking about Cyberpunk 2077, which came, I think the original announcement was like 2012, 2013. And they're saying that it's going to come out soon. I'm not holding my breath. It looks awesome. However, it is a first-person role-playing game that screams GTA. Nudge is trying to balance both our show and World of Warcraft. Nudge,
think
were you the reason why they wiped?
Can you just bring the whole raid to the show?
Yeah, exactly. Say, hey guys, let's take a break, power break. let's all have a round of drinks. We've got 30-ish minutes, and we'll get back to the raid.
I know, I really hate when the tank doesn't heal the DPS, and then the healer doesn't hold aggro on the main boss. It's really obnoxious.
Isn't that backwards?
Maybe that's why I don't play MMOs anymore.
I was like, wait, tank heals and the healer's controlling aggro? Like, what?
Well,
No, you're not getting kicked.
You're not getting kicked, you're bringing them.
You're allowing for the individuals to take some time to soften the blow of the wipe by being entertained by this guy and this putz. This guy. The prolific commenter himself, who doesn't really prolifically comment, but...
Besides, Nudge, you kick ass and take names.
Exactly.
You tell people what to do. I've seen it in action.
Put those people in line, Nudge. Seriously.
Yes.
You can do it. Yeah, she's talking...
Yeah, no, I'm not taking a meteor to the face. I'm running away, too.
Okay, so
screw that shit.
Not just talking World of Warcraft terms.
Yes.
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't play World of Warcraft. She was the raid leader.
Raid leader!
Seriously.
Even
bring
better,
the
yes.
people
You're the
over here.
leader. You just said it.
Take a break. Let them digest what just happened. Maybe take a couple rounds of drinks. Unfortunately, I can't provide them because it's the internet. It's probably illegal. And the technology to actually send drinks is still in beta.
We're still working on it.
Yeah. Well, you know. Anyways, so let's see. What else has been going on? I mean, E3, of course, is the big one.
So you don't think the new Xbox is a big deal?
I don't give a shit about the new Xbox.
Does anybody actually give a shit about the new Xbox?
No,
That's
I
the
don't
real
think so.
question.
A lot of people were actually really kind of like scratching their heads over the Xbox thing.
Especially because Xbox S, or Scorpio, whatever it is, didn't come out that long ago.
But here's the thing. Here's something that's interesting. One of the biggest streamers, especially of I think it's Fortnite, has been hit humongously. Let me get this right. Ninja. He lost 40,000 subs in 2 days. The popular Fortnite streamer talks struggles of Twitch streaming after his 2-day break for E3. He took 2 days off for E3, and he lost 40,000 subscribers. How the shit does that work?
Well, and they were even talking about, I remember when Twitter came out with the IRL.
Yeah.
And that was one of
Twitch, by the way.
Sorry,
Not Twitter.
Twitch. That was one of the concerns among streamers like him,
Yep.
really prolific streamers,
Yep.
where they already devote so much to their life to streaming, where, they could, that's kind of their online persona. They can at least have a break. When they get away, they can kind of disconnect. And also with the whole IRL, that was the big concern, was wait, now my entire life is now enveloped inside of Twitch, and there's no disconnect at all. In cases like this, just show how, unless you're literally basically streaming now 24/7, your entire life is not online, then people are going to drop you. It's insane.
Well, I mean,
what the expectation is.
It's basically, it's been that expectation for a while, but now it's hitting the streamers, and that is everyone has to get their shit now. It's what have you done for me lately? And literally, lately is what have you done in the past 3 minutes to cause me to want to continue to listen and follow you?
Because if there's nothing on there right now, I'll go find another streamer.
Exactly. Which is absolutely banana shit crazy. I have the original Xbox One. I have the 2013 launch edition, and the way I can prove it is I actually have the controller that says launch edition.
What?
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Battlefield 5.
Wait, Sam.
No, you can get, on Xbox One, Battlefield 5 will be available.
Sam likes Battlefield?
Yeah, slightly.
What?
I think. You know what? Actually, Sam hates Battlefield. He really loves Call of Duty. I mean, the man lives.
What about
for Call of Duty.
CSGO? Does he enjoy some good CSGO no scope 360, bro?
Dude, I tried CSGO for half a second, and I was like, wait.
How many times you get sniper shot?
I continue to bleed out of every single one of these bullet shots. Fuck this shit. I'm playing another game.
A little too realistic for your nuts.
Yeah, dipshits kept shooting me in the legs, and I'm like, why am I dying?
Because it's realistic, and you get shot in the leg, it doesn't stop. It's not like you lose 60 health.
I don't want to play realism. I want to take 50 shots to the face and be able to continue to move.
So you want to be Winston? You want to be a giant fucking gorilla?
Well, yeah, but I want to be Master Chief. Unless I'm playing on the highest difficulty, where one sniper shot will knock me out.
Master Chief is more realistic to me than a giant gorilla from the moon.
But there might be one. You just don't know, man. The government is crazy.
No! If we're crazy, we haven't actually been to the moon. It's one great big conspiracy.
There's not really a moon. All I play is Legendary. Well, you, milady, are cry.
She's a sadist, in case you haven't figured it out.
Well, actually, ironically, you're in the same boat as my father. He's like, hey, I played on the hardest difficulty.
Are you sure Nudge isn't your father? That'd be really weird.
No. Nope. See, the thing is, Nudge can actually, she set up our Discord channel. She can actually, interact and navigate the interwebs. My father would be immediately lost. He'd be like, so this thing called a browser, what am I supposed to do with it? No, you're not, Nudge, and I know that for certain.
I'd be really worried.
Especially today with some of the conversations that you put in the chat. I know for a fact you're not my Fasha.
It's not like, maybe he's turned over a new leaf.
No, seriously, no.
Okay.
Anyways, so I should get the new Xbox, which is a downer. The new Tomb Raider, Cyberpunk 2077, which I hope it actually comes out. I don't have one of those.
So it wasn't E3, but do you have any feelings about the relaunch of Defiance 2050?
I still haven't played it.
Well, it hasn't actually been released yet. It's been in beta.
I'm thinking about the new, the re-release of, what was the other one that I had a lifetime subscription to? Secret Society.
Oh yeah. That's been out for a while. No,
Defiance. Secret Society? Is that
Secret World?
Secret World, yeah.
No, 2050 Defiance. It's like the same game, but like relaunched with like new space.
Right. Which I automatically had a beta thing to, and
Yeah.
I never signed in. To be honest with you, I really have not played many games as of late. Well, okay. Club Penguin. Oh my God. Is that no? They finally shut that shit down, right?
That brings back some memories.
They finally shut down Club Penguin, right? That was like the longest running. Oh, for love of God, Second Life. Second Life's still going, right?
Yes.
They have to because of all those damn lawsuits about who owns virtual property.
I do.
What happens if the servers turn off? You're paying a rent or a mortgage on it.
Do you want me to get my level 14 warrior?
Nudge, seriously, tell them all to come over to the channel, take a break, y'all can regroup, reassess the situation.
Wait, if you have a warlock, can't you just get your Voidwalker to tank? I mean, that's what a Voidwalker does, is they tank shit. Okay. So just get there and get some aggro.
I don't play as a Warcraft.
Well,
I don't even remember.
You had a hunter, didn't you, or something?
Yeah, I had a Dark Elf hunter.
Yeah.
Which I think was pretty kick-ass back in the day of Cataclysm.
No, it can't be in the right place, I'm guessing.
Plafaz.
I like Plaifs. Plaifs are the new
Heroic has so many things to stay on top of. That's what she said. Oh, yeah. All right. And quota filled. What? I got to put that many of those in. Anyways.
Do you?
Yeah, I do, actually. So the interviews from MomoCon are actually starting to come together. I have 2 of the interviews completely done. And I'll be posting them shortly. And that, of course, is the Epic Tavern one, as well as the Riveting Saga. Which, literally, that game, holy crap, is bananas. So you have all these bosses, okay? And I don't remember how many bosses there are. But literally, you can go at the bosses in any order you want to. But the later you take on the boss, the more different forms that boss takes on. Okay? So the first boss you take on, it's just the boss. The second one, it's the boss and then an additional form. The next one is the boss, an additional form, followed by another form. And just kind of, I think there's like 5. So whatever boss you choose as the last one is literally going to just continuously punch you in the cojones and make you scream uncle, and hopefully you can survive. I think there was one very young man who got so freaking close a bunch of times while I was actually interviewing the gentleman, Charlie Grillcrest, who's the developer behind it. The entire crowd was getting into like, no! And there was another individual who I know beat it. I don't know if that kid beat it, but there is a picture of a young man with the caption of he just beat the game, or beat the demo.
So what do you think? $1,000 for a graphics card? You up for it, Charlie?
Fuck no.
No?
Nope.
Okay, second is a space heater, probably.
That's what I got my plasma TV for.
Right. Just saying, then you have a heater on that side of the room and the heater on this side of the room. You have like dual heating elements.
No, okay, so funny thing. For those of you out there who've never been around a plasma TV.
I used to have one. I loved it. It was my favorite TV.
Oh, I love it. Pure black. However, you leave that shit on for a while. It's just like.
It's about 15,000 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, they quit making plasmas a number of years ago because they're so power hungry. Like, they're extremely inefficient.
Absolutely.
Which I didn't care
And the
about.
fact is, there's plasma in it. If you were accidentally crack that shit, it would make a mess. Well, it's also heavy as shit.
They're much heavier than LCDs, that's for sure.
One of my coworkers was like, oh, look, it's a flat screen TV. Why are they saying we need multiple people to move this TV? And they try to pick it out like, holy shit, what the fuck is this made out of? It's like, oh, wait, it's a plasma.
Maybe you could turn the plasma into a nuclear reactor and then fusion it to my soul.
Cold fusion?
And then I could become Magneto.
Fusion has nothing to do with Magneto.
It does now.
What?
I'm changing the rules.
Jeez, almighty. All right, I saw a preview for this movie. It's been out for a bit. It's called Mortal Machines? Mortal Engines.
Not his Mortal Instruments?
No. It's called. Hold on. I'm listening to it on Audible.
But it's going to be a movie
weird.
now?
It's going to be interesting. I recently learned they quit making 2-stroke boat engines about 8 years ago. 4-stroke only nowadays. Just saying.
So as somebody who doesn't know anything about boat engines, that means nothing to me.
I once upon a time had a canoe that we had a small little engine to put into the water, but unfortunately one crazy evening while I was on the charger, a metal bucket fell off the top of the refrigerator and onto both points while I was charging and caused a fire.
Nice! That's very impressive.
PvP, questing, raiding, world exploration, gear grinding, kill the kings of the other lands and such. I've literally killed
Alduin?
like 5 times with my guild.
Why would you kill him? Isn't he just a nice, chill guy?
Okay, so this is my one issue with, this is one of the many issues I have with MMOs, okay? Is when you have a pivotal character that you have to go up against and you kill them, why in the ever-living piss do you basically have to rinse and repeat? I know, MMOs, they want to continue to give you new stuff, but the dude's dead. Like, you literally just like, okay, and now we're going to do it again. What's up, Hello
So, like in a first-person shooter where you kill somebody and you resurrect 5 seconds later?
No, okay, so that is nondescript soldier number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're all cousins. They're not actually the same person, okay? It's just a crazy ass coincidence. Ads?
What are we adding? Are we adding ads?
Is there an ad in this?
Is it 1 plus 1?
Are we making money?
Oh, do we have ads for Mountain Dew finally? Took long enough.
Seriously, PepsiCo. Hook us up, man.
Well, hook him up. I got my Mountain Dew that I need. I'm good. I have 2
There's always more Mountain
4
Dew.
12 packs will last me quite a while.
No. It's not a boss or someone we should fight. We're just so damn geared that we can.
Yeah, I remember the bosses of cities.
Okay, so question for the audience. in MMOs, where you're faced with individuals, no, Twitch is making money. Well, I know Twitch is making money. I'm not making any money.
I'm making money.
He's making money because he sells his body. What? Anyways, so for MMOs out there, there are, would you, okay, so going back on the, like, rinse and repeat, you killed the bad guy, and then somehow he, like, resurrects, I don't know, 5 hours later.
Like a first-person shooter.
Exactly. Well, no, like a first-person shooter.
Yeah, like you said, yeah.
When I join, it's supporting the Twitch. Well, support us, damn it! Ladies and gentlemen, there's a beautiful thing called Patreon. Patreon is a way that you, the audience, can be a patron, a fan, a supporter of Altered Confusion. If you go to patreon.com/AlteredConfusion, you can do a monthly donation, financially, of course, from $1 up. And that money goes straight to Altered Confusion to help with the upkeep of equipment and also help us going to conventions. Now, if you want to look into the exact amount of money that certain conventions do incur, let's take, for example, MomoCon. MomoCon was $167 for electricity for 4 days, which is absolutely, but that's what it is. In a year, Altered Confusion, at the current rate that they're getting, Patreon is about $230 a year, give or take. So basically, 2/3 of our money went to the electricity of MomoCon. That, of course, limits us to the ability of going to conventions outside of Atlanta, as well as trying to cover all the other... No, Heloise, come back! Anyways. But yes. Would you like the opportunity, like in Skyrim, or any of the Elder Scrolls games, where you would be able to kill NPCs that piss you off?
You can do
now,
that.
Of course,
and, wow.
Can you really?
Sure.
Any NPC?
In the PvP, yeah.
Even if they're in the middle of town?
Depends on the town, but yeah.
Interesting. See, I never played PvP. I always played PvE because I suck at PvP. And and of course, every time I think about PvP in World of Warcraft, I immediately think about the South Park episode.
Let me go back. Sorry. On the other alliance, like Saphir Alliance, you can kill the Horde towns.
Now,
okay. Horde, you can kill Alliance towns.
No, it's like you could kill the same.
Well, so that's basically Fable. Fable, you can kill anybody you want.
Really?
Yeah, the constable will come and kill you, but yeah.
Well, fuck.
I remember that because I remember because I killed some people.
I don't think I ever tried to attack people in Fable.
Oh yeah,
it was always in Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh yeah, but that one Skyrim's when everybody.
Hey, you stole something. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in the middle of a dungeon?
Well, here's the problem if you do that in an online multiplayer game, is.
There it is. If you get your reputation low enough, you could declare war on any faction in World of Warcraft.
It sounds like something Nudge would do. So the problem.
Nudge, how low is your reputation? Is it possible to go into the negative?
Is it a lower reputation than we already have of you?
Shit! What? Oh, you're going to hell.
Okay, so here's the problem if you allow such actions of MMOs. If what's going to end up happening is you have people like Nudge, who takes the possibilities to the furthest evil extension, and they're just going to fuck it up for everyone else. So it's a true sandbox MMO.
No, I mean, let's be honest. If you're given the ability, lots of players will see how far they can take it.
Absolutely.
That's what people do. If you give them, anything, there are certain individuals out there who will see how far they can take shit. Now, of course, some of them will do it in jest. Some of them will do it just to piss people off, troll. Or people will literally, go apeshit's banana and scare the crap out of you because you're not sure if they're actually joking or not. Like Nudge.
Everything goes back to Nudge somehow. It's kind of scary.
Nudge is a great example. A sounding board. An amazing moderator, if I say so myself, because I gave her the power. But anyways, the thing is with Skyrim, though, if you kill... And I don't know about World of Warcraft and stuff like that.
They come back in MMOs.
Skyrim, they don't. Once they're dead, they dead.
But it's a single player game.
True.
It's only affecting you. Now you can do that like with Neverwinter Nights. Remember when you had like the little, what was that online service back in the day? It was like Green.
GameSpy.
Yes, GameSpy.
Yep.
I kept thinking spy game. I'm like, that's not right. Is you could do that with your server. So you could set
No,
up.
Nudge, you're not what's wrong with the world, sweetheart. Nudge, you are the most realistic example of what potentially can happen in the world.
You're a realistic version of our inner selves. But Neverwinter Nights, you could do that. You could set up servers where then you could, like online multiplayer servers, where stuff like that could happen, where people could come and basically kill everybody depending how you set up the parameters.
Ooh, an MMO, what if you kill a quest giver?
Okay, what if you could...
Isn't that like Final Fantasy 11? Because let's be honest, I never found a single quest giver. I finally just said, fuck it. I just grind, and I said, this is dumb as shit, and then I quit.
I think that can actually work in an MMO if
If?
you also have basically in-game players who can then create basically NPCs to create quest lines.
Wait, what?
So you basically, so if in an MMO, if you can kill quest givers basically anything you want, and like they're permanently dead, right? Then you have to have some way to balance that by basically in-game players can also somehow create, or what if players can give out quest?
Share quest.
Share quest. No, actually like create quest. Like I want you to go kill 5 ferrets for me.
People would game that system so hard, so fast,
I'm saying
so quickly.
Yeah.
I think that your best bet is if you kill the quest giver. The only way that you can continue the quest is you have to join up and party with an individual who has that quest already.
But it means eventually that
active.
quest line's just going to die altogether, so all the resources that company put into creating that quest line is no longer relevant.
Let's take it a step further. Let's say that if you kill an MMO quest giver, okay? In an MMO, the person's always going to respawn. However, since you killed it, you specifically can no longer take quests from that individual because you killed them at some point. You could talk to them. However, the only way that you can continue with that quest line is you have to find someone who has that.
But other people aren't affected by it.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fine then. That I can live
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, no. You just, once the quest giver's dead, he's dead, and you just literally got to find someone who has that quest so you can join. No. That would be batshit nuts. There would be no quests. No quest. Unless it's the reward from the actual players so no one can abuse the system.
Yes, the players would have to give out the rewards. But you could also do something like...
But you could still game the system.
Okay, here's like a kind of maybe balance to. All right, so... Like, you know how when you... So, let's go to actually take a look at sports games, right?
Okay, yep.
When you create a player, it's not like you can just max out all their stats at 99 right away, right?
Depends.
Okay.
Are you creating a player, or are you doing that kind of like road to glory thing?
The road to glory thing.
Okay, yeah.
Like you create characters, they have like certain parameters. Or actually, probably a better example is actually Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
You create a character, you have dice, you play KOTOR. You have 40 points to allocate to strength, dexterity, all that stuff. Maybe do the same thing when you create a quest. Like you have certain points you can allocate towards like quest difficulty points, and as you increase that difficulty, you increase potential rewards or something. Some kind of system.
But you would still have to deal out the rewards yourself?
Yes. Oh yeah, it has to be done by the player. Or maybe there's like a pool or something.
Talent sheets.
But maybe there's like some kind of pool that is somehow created from like the guild or something. I don't really know. So maybe a guild can create quests.
Guilds creating quests.
So like if the guild creates a quest, let's say a guild needs mithril to create their super breastplates. They can create quests for anybody in the game to go get this mithril, to go mine the mithril, and then you hand it in to that guild quest giver or something, and then they can then get the rewards from that. So it's basically really like trading for mithril or putting mithril in the auction house. It's just that you already know there's a quest for this, so you can go ahead and do that right away. I think that'd be really neat. The problem I've run into is some sandbox MMOs. Like I played Black Desert Online. It's a very sandboxy MMO. But the problem is that like, I don't mind World of Warcraft when I played it because it was fairly straightforward where you had to go. But you get a true sandbox like a like Desert Online, it's very ambiguous. Like, what do I do in the game? Like, there's really no direction. So there's a balance between kind of hand-holding and knowing what you're actually supposed to do in the game.
Okay,
So it's kinda
so real quick, I guess my counterpoint with having guilds create quests is, so basically you're competing quest guild versus guild with the simple fact that
That's fine.
who makes the better deal, right?
That's fine. That's another way for guilds to compete with each other. Because guilds can compete that way.
Right, I know, but at the same time, I don't know.
It's another way for a guild to potentially own the economy too. Because they already do through the auction house. I mean, guilds
You mean like EVE Online?
Yeah, guilds take over entire auction houses in any MMO. So this
EVE
is another
doesn't
way.
take over the auction house, it owns the auction house.
Well, EVE's a whole different. EVE's like, see the MMOs and then you have EVE.
Yeah. EVE Online is its own freaking beast.
And it works for people who like it.
Like
Auction house.
Oh, auction house.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I'm terrible at playing. I don't have the patience to play the auction house right.
I don't either.
Like, I know there's ways to play it right, and like you could be like the owner of all leather on the auction house, like all leather goes through you.
Control the system.
Yes, but I don't have the. I'm not in an economic
You
simulator.
never accepted my trade on Steam.
Your trade?
Yeah, for all your cards.
I'm not giving you all my cards, you
You're not
jackwagon.
going to do anything with the cards. You can give them to me.
It's the fact that I know that they're there.
I just put up Hope Ender Sword for 5 gold less than the others. Right, yeah, that's the other thing. You just undermine.
Undercut by like 5 gold.
Yeah, you undermine the market.
Hope. So we have Star Wars from A New Hope. We have Ender from Ender's Game. We have swords from every book ever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's just like a conglomerate of like different things that we're going to create the sword for. I like it. What can Nudge do with 60,000 gold in World of Warcraft?
Nothing. Gold is useless.
You can buy game time.
Gold is useless.
So is game time then.
Yeah, because you can literally pay to start off at the top.
Yes.
So.
Buy mounts.
Buy now.
So what other advertisements do we have for Alts Confusion tonight, sir?
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go down the list of advertisers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Actually, let's do some shout outs first. Ladies and gentlemen, a quick shout out to Magination. That's M-A-J-A Nation, N-A-T-I-O-N. He is the creator of my Hong Kong Fui t-shirt. He was also the creator of the t-shirt I wore last week. That's M-A-J-A Nation. And then another shout out is to the highly talented author Dan Jolly, who has now released his third of the trilogy of the Grey Widow series.
Have you read it yet?
I am halfway through it, and I literally had to turn off my Kindle because I was gonna stay up all night if I didn't. Cause like, holy shit, what the hell, son of a bitch! And because Dan and I talk, like, you jerk.
Don't you basically stay up all night anyways?
Yeah, but so usually after a while, my eyes just like, okay, you read enough of the book, let's go to bed.
Fair enough.
But with this
is like a
freaking
extra
novel,
level.
I'm just like, son of a bitch! I'm like, I have to go to sleep. Like, no. I'm like, okay, one more page. And then one more page will be like 10 more pages. Like, what the fuck am I still doing? Oh, wait. Shit's happening.
Okay, Civilization, just one more turn.
Exactly. But check out Dan Jolly. That's D-A-N-J-O-L-L-E-Y. And his Grey... Fuck, I can't remember his A-Y or E-Y. Whatever. Grey Widow series.
That looks correct.
Definitely amazing. Check them all out. Strong heroine who kicks ass, literally. And all 3 books are now out. You can get them.
And it's a trilogy, so it's finished.
Yes, it's done.
Okay.
It's done. That's the last one. You can get them on Amazon or through ebook. I have the ebook version. I also have the physical copies, and I'm about to send the third book to Dan so he can sign it and then send it back to me.
Nice.
Speaking of mail, ladies and gentlemen, Alter Confusion does have an amazing thing called a mailbox. So if you at any time want to give Alter Confusion something for us to unbox online, or perhaps gift us, you can always... Oh my, what am I doing?
Go to maps.google.com.
I know. I've put in every single... I was like, YouTube? No, wait, Gmail? Like, what am I doing?
I never know with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to send something to Alter Confusion, which I highly recommend because that means that Zealeus and I get to open it live on air, you can send things to...
I'm really surprised that somebody hasn't sent you anything like...
No, they have.
Oh, good.
They have.
I'm surprised Nudge hasn't sent anything. Sketchy.
I know. The mailing address is 1551 Dunwoody, that's Dunwoody, Village Parkway, number 88276, Dunwoody, that's Dunwoody, Georgia 30338. And that, my friends, is the Alter Confusion official mailbox, which I check on a weekly basis because now I've kind of gotten the rhythm of remembering to check it. So if you want to drop anything for us, that's where to do it. Now, I know that there has been some really random requests of gaining some of my mind doodles. If you're interested in my mind doodles, we could talk offline and we can figure out a way for you to become one of the lucky few to have a Charlie mind doodle.
Do you really want part of Charlie's mind in your house? That's a scary thought.
Dude, that's like, there's 8 people out there who are my dang mind doodles.
I worry about people.
They're so amazing and intricate and bizarre and crazy. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, there are a couple things that you do need to know. That is, if you want to be part of the Alter Confusion community, I would recommend that you follow us on Facebook.
At facebook.com/AlteredConfusion.
If you, then I highly recommend that you follow us on YouTube.
YouTube, our channel is AlteredConfusionLLC.
Now, of course, if you got those two down, you definitely have to check out our Twitter feed.
At AlteredConfusio without the N, because the N would
break the internet. And of course, we do have a Discord channel that, unfortunately, the link continues to expire. So at any time while you're watching a live show or live stream of Alter Confusion, all you gotta do is do the exclamation mark Discord, DISCORD, and you get your Discord link. Now, Zealeus just put the Discord link, the current one, in the chat, so you could try that one. Hopefully it will not expire. I'm not holding my breath.
in the next 10 minutes at least.
Fingers crossed. Now, of course, if you're watching this recorded or you're listening to this via the podcast, if you want to catch a live video show, all you got to do is go to twitch.tv/AlteredConfusion. That's all one word. That's ALTERDCONFUSION.
I really wish I could sign that as you said it. I'm going to learn to sign Alter Confusion.
Right on. Yeah, that would be awesome. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord.
We said Facebook.
Didn't say Facebook.
That was the first thing.
That was our very first thing.
I really had to think about it.
We've done it all. Do we actually say the website, though? Website, www.AlteredConfusion.com. That's ALTERDCONFUSION.com.
Si, senor, where you can find all our articles and links to websites and other social media places, so you know exactly where to find us.
And random crazy stories that I've written up.
You never know.
Like the mere fact of the Tomb Raider trailer, Take My Money. Or the...
So what you're saying is I should create a Tomb Raider game so that you can take your money and give it to me.
No. But talking about money, we'll go right back real quick with the Patreon thing. And that Patreon, of course, is your way to financially help Alter Confusion. Literally, you can donate as little as $1 a month. It is a monthly donation. It goes to Alter Confusion. It helps us to go to conventions and also help us upgrade the equipment. Now, of course, if you want to go with a more specific route of helping us with equipment, we have wish list, and I keep forgetting where the hell I keep putting the dang wish list. So one of these days I'm actually gonna find it. But basically, you know, it's usually like, let's upgrade the camcorder that can hold a charge and records everything in a proprietary format. So it requires us to convert all of our files, once pulled from the camera, from .mts to a .mp4 so that we can render. And by the ever-living hell way, just to give you kind of an idea, if you have a 7-minute long .mts file, it usually takes about 45 minutes to render into MP4. Now, the vast majority of our panels are over an hour long. You do the math.
No, I'm good.
Let's just say I want to bash head into wall.
Just start before you go to bed and leave it
Exactly.
overnight.
That's exactly what I do. I'm like, we got the hour-long one. All right, start. I'll check it on in the morning. Because that's literally what you got to do.
Yeah.
But seriously, I've got the Epic Tavern interview done. I've also got the Riveting Saga interview done. I will be posting it soon, probably tomorrow sometime. I've had that, like,
you know the
tickle
season's
in my
coming
nose.
and just like, where are you?
It's been the entire time. You need a faster pewter. Yes, if you want to gift us a faster pewter. But I don't think, even if you had a faster pewter, it's literally up to the encoder. And I don't think there's...
Well, yeah, if you have a fast processor, it'll encode faster.
Right, but still, like, I've got my laptop that's doing it, right? The laptop is older than my desktop. However, it's not like the desktop does it all that much faster than my laptop.
Well, the thing I'd be curious too is, does it support multi-core rendering? That's a big part.
Yeah,
because everything you buy now, I mean, you can get an 8-core processor, very affordable, all things considered.
Yep.
But if it doesn't support multi-processor rendering, it doesn't help.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of a good question. And software that old, my guess would be no.
Well, that format. I don't think Canon. By the way, it's a Canon camcorder. I don't even know if Canon still creates or stores their stuff in
I would
format.
I would actually be pretty surprised if that old software.
I kind of dabbled around with the camcorder today to see if there was any way to change the format. There is not.
I wonder if VLC would support it, because VLC supports like every format.
It does. However, I need to render it. I need to be able to edit it and change it. So I have to do the conversion.
Hello. I can't read it because it's purple.
It's Ecophantom. That's the individual about the cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Which we'll probably pull them in if we have that philosophical debate of the morality behind cryptocurrency or something along those lines. They have joined our Discord channel, which once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to join our Discord channel and you do not know the link, Zealeus has resent it in the chat window, and at any time, you can always reach out to us and we'll give you the link.
Indeed.
So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have reached the end of our show. Now, of course, at any time during the week, you can reach out to us via all of our social media options, or just hit us up directly, either through our website, of course, Twitch and whatever, and, well, I guess go back to the social media stuff. And, of course, you get questions, you want answers, which is kind of why you would ask questions. Or if you just want to reach out to us, open up a dialogue, hit us up through any of that. Whoa, wait a minute. Bitcoin equals $6,600, hopefully $0 in a few weeks.
Wow, that's harsh.
Okay.
That's not happening.
Looks like Ek Phantom and Sam Grizzle have a lot to talk about after this shows. But ladies and gentlemen, I do want to thank everyone for tuning in. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it's been a pleasure giving you everything coming out of our heads, our mouths, and of course, our hearts. Will be back. Are you gone?
I'm gone next week.
So I will be back next Thursday to give you a Thursday night hangout. I will find a replacement for Zealeus.
Is there really a replacement for me?
There's several.
Okay.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the very near future.
Remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother. All right, hit the... Yeah, there you go.